So I had a friend who wanted to make a calculator project, and I was pretty sure that there are many out there already. So I was taking a look around, and I found this one, which is a class-based calculator. And I feel like this is a little too complicated for somebody who's new, trying to understand all of this. Then there's this functional one, which still is pretty uh, not so self-informative. And then there's this one which is huge. And then there is mine. So this is what we are gonna be building. It's a pretty simple calculator. You can do like basic stuff. Clear 5.5 times 2. Pretty simple. To start, I have a blank file, and I open it on the side with the live server extension. If you want to get that, is this one right here, this live server. It has 18 million downloads, pretty good. So let's start. So now I'm just gonna make the boilerplate that comes with VS Code. And the way that I broke it down was to have three main containers. The one that contains the whole calculator, the input, the one with the numbers and these signs, and then the equals and the clear button. So let's do a div. That's the main container, an input, a section, and a footer. Okay, so let's save that, and nothing is showing up. Okay, I had to refresh that. So I'm going to give this a data and as in answer, with a name of answer as well. It's going to be disabled by default, and the value will be blank. So that way we cannot really click on it. And inside the section, I'm gonna make another div with a class of numbers, and we are not gonna worry about the CSS. I'm gonna provide that to you in the description or my GitHub, and that way we only focus on the HTML and the JavaScript, which is basically the most important part of it. Okay, so we are gonna need I'm gonna use this by reference, so we are gonna need 7, 8, 9 and the X. So it's button, it's gonna be data button with the value of 7, and I'm just gonna hold Shift and Alt and the down arrow key, and I'm just gonna copy it a few times, 6, something like that, and I'm just gonna change the values. Okay, so this is it. If you want, you can just pause the video and copy this down, and I'll show you what I did. So each one is going to have obviously the value of it, except for the X. It's gonna have this asterisk. The minus is gonna be the minus, plus is plus, and the division is the /. And this one you can just find online. You can just put like a HTML division symbol, I believe, and then you can just copy it from whenever you find it. I think I found it somewhere. I think I just copied this, yes, and I just pasted it in here. Yeah, so yeah, you can just do that. And so let's continue. Here, the footer again is only the equals button and the clear button, and they also have the class of light. Just for the CSS is going to be this color. Okay, so now we are going to add a script tag to start using our JavaScript. And first, I'm gonna target the total answer, which will be the input, which I did not put in. Okay, so I guess not. So I have to add that. Oh, I do remember I did put it in. I somehow deleted it for some reason. I don't even know how, but we'll add it back. That it's okay. So it's an answer, type of text, name it's ants. It's going to be disabled, and the value is going to be empty. So let's target that. This data ants. So let total it's equal to document dot query selector, and it will be that data dash ants, and that's it. So the plan is to have this total, this target that we are using right now, and we are going to change its value. And now we're gonna target all these buttons, and it will be document query selector all. It will be the same data, but in this case, it's gonna be a buttons. And since we're getting all of them, we're gonna use the for each method. It will be a function, and in this function is going to take a well, it's going to look for each one, so it's going to have a button. You can use an arrow function if you want after. It doesn't really matter. Document query selector, and I get this IntelliSense from a GitHub Copilot. So yeah, but this is not really what I need. It is not. Let's do it again. Document query selector, and it will be string interpolation, and it will be value equals button dot value, because we are targeting the value of each button. Okay, so now on click, well, before the on click, we have to make sure that this is closed, which is a bracket, and it needs the quotes. Yep. So now on click will be another function, if I could spell function, it'll be total value, and yeah, this is right. The total, that value will be replaced or concatenated with the button. So for each button, we're gonna get the value. So something is wrong. I made a mistake somewhere. And it is here because the quotes go in here. So the value, yeah, this should be okay. Okay, so that's working. Obviously the equals and the clear are not working yet. So let's do that. For the clear, it will be document dot query selector. Let me not do that. Okay, query selector. It will be data clear, and on click, yes, click equal function, and total that value equals yep, that works. So now if we click on stuff, clear should erase it. Yep, that works. And now for the last one, it will be the equals, which thanks to GitHub Copilot is actually giving me the preview. And let's make sure that it is okay. Document query selected, data equals, on click, total value, eval. Yes. So this is a built-in function in JavaScript, which basically is just taking all the text and just actually processing it, and that's how you get the math out of it. So this is the magic. So yeah, that's basically it. So now you have a functional calculator, and as you can see, it's only like 12 lines of code or something like that, and the rest is just CSS and HTML. And that's pretty much it. So I linked up the CSS for this, and so that way it's gonna look like this. And it is pretty long. Well, not really. I can show you, but yeah, it's only like 50 lines of code. But you know, going over this is not really worth it. You know, you have a working calculator, so yeah, hopefully this helps you out if you're starting. And I know I went a little faster on this, but hopefully you know you can try to go over it again and try to understand it better. But just know that basically the whole magic that is doing all the calculations is just this built-in method that is in JavaScript, this evaluate. And yeah, thank you for watching.